Before we cross into the unknown, leave a hello in the comments. Even the smallest signal can ripple across galaxies, guiding fellow wanderers to this tale. Let me know you're out there. A voice among the stars, listening with me beyond the veil. Engines roared across the void as the human fleet surged toward the alien stronghold. Commander Kale's eyes burned with memories of civilians sold into slavery, of screams carried through the black markets of distant worlds. The betrayal still stung. The same species that now cowered behind energy shields had once butchered innocents for profit. Kyle gripped the edge of the command console, watching targeting grids illuminate with alien signatures. "Today," he whispered, "there will be no mercy." Below, squads of soldiers in black adaptive armor crouched on the assault drop pods. The countdown ended. Pods detached and plummeted into the alien compound. Kale's voice crackled through comms. "No prisoner, no hesitation. Every path, every wall, every hatch will burn until they regret ever touching humanity." Explosions lit the alien walls as entry points shattered. Screams echoed from inside the base, a mixture of fear and the dying remnants of their so-called civilization. Gravity locks disengaged, and soldiers tumbled into the alien corridors. Their armor shifted with each movement, absorbing kinetic impacts as plasma rounds seared the walls. Alien guards turned, their compound eyes widening, claws raised in instinctive terror. Kale's voice guided his team. "Flank, left, suppress their command nodes." Every shot was precise, every strike calculated, every alien casualty a grim echo of the past atrocities they had committed. A hatch exploded ahead, releasing a storm of clawed defenders. Soldiers reacted in a fluid dance of death, blades cutting through armor, pulse rifles igniting alien limbs. One soldier, barely out of adolescence, muttered under her breath, "This is for our families." Kyle felt a surge of grim pride. The enemy's terror was palpable. The hallways of the stronghold were a twisted theater of screams and fire, and humanity's vengeance was writing itself in every corridor. Deep inside the base, sensors detected movement. Alien engineers scuttled across the control room, attempting to salvage weapon systems. Kyle didn't flinch. He raised his hand. Black-clad soldiers spread, covering every exit. Energy beams danced across the room as alien machinery overloaded, exploding in showers of sparks. Every corner, every console became a trap for the terrified invaders. Humanity's efficiency left no room for surrender. Kale's mind flashed to the victims he had once sworn to avenge. Civilians, chained and sold, their cries etched in his memory. Now, the tables had turned. A single command brought down an orbital strike, turning the central chamber into molten metal and screaming echoes. Alien commanders were crushed beneath the weight of human retaliation, and Kale vowed silently, "Not one will live to enslave again." The base shuddered, the scent of ozone and burning flesh filling every hallway. Survivors tried to flee through maintenance tunnels. Soldiers moved like shadows, adaptive armor rendering them nearly invisible. Each alien captured a fleeting glance of their predators before vanishing in a hail of precise fire. Kyle advanced toward the main reactor, the hum of his armor masking the sound of human hearts beating with controlled fury. The alien terror was absolute, every step forward a reminder of the justice being served. He paused before the reactor chamber. Alien technology pulsed with an unholy light, yet the humans remained unshaken. Kyle signaled a breach. Thermal charges detonated, twisting steel and vaporizing circuits. Screams echoed as containment fields collapsed. For a moment, time seemed to freeze. The aliens, once the masters of fear, now cowered before humanity's wrath. Kale's comms crackled with a single phrase, "No mercy, never again." The command corps awaited. Holographic projections of galaxy maps flickered as alien engineers scrambled. Kale's soldiers stormed the room, adaptive armor shimmering with stealth and power. Pulse rifles tracked every movement, Energy blades flashed in deadly arcs. No prisoner would escape. No secret would remain unpunished. The commander's resolve was iron. Every strike, every command, reaffirmed humanity's claim. Those who enslaved would now face obliteration. A final wave of aliens fell back, attempting a last desperate stand. Kale raised his hand. A precise orbital strike cut through the ceiling, sending debris and fire cascading down. The room ignited, screams of terror mingling with explosions. When silence fell, only scorched walls and human soldiers remained. Kale's voice, calm but unwavering, carried through the comms. This is what happens to those who prey on humanity. Take note, Galaxy. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Kale's sensors pinged with residual alien activity. Shadowed corridors whispered with movement. Tiny, almost imperceptible. Soldiers in black adaptive armor moved like wraiths, each step silent, each breath calculated. Plasma residue still sizzled from the walls, a grim reminder of their recent fury. "Sweep for command nodes," Kale ordered, voice cold. Every alien life remaining was a threat, and no one would leave to tell the tale. Suddenly, a hatch hissed open. Alien scouts lunged, claws scraping, teeth bared. The soldiers reacted in perfect unison, pulse rifles spitting fire, energy blades slicing through the attackers. One scout tried to flee. Kale's comms pinged. "Intercept, zero escape." A thermite grenade reduced the passage to molten rock. Kale's jaw tightened. Every alien terrified, every corner a grave. Humanity's vengeance was surgical, brutal, and absolute. The air grew thick with smoke and ozone as the soldiers breached the secondary reactor hub. Alien technicians scrambled over glowing control panels, attempting desperate repairs. Kale's eyes flicked to a holographic map. The base was a labyrinth, yet every corridor funneled into kill zones. "Push forward, no hesitation. Burn them out," he commanded. Explosions erupted, metal warped, and the aliens' cries were drowned beneath the roar of vengeance. Adaptive armor absorbed debris as soldiers pressed onward. One Marine vaulted over a plasma turret, slicing its core before it could fire. Alien drones whirred, firing erratic bolts. Each was neutralized before completing a cycle. Kyle paused for a heartbeat, remembering the captives he had lost. Now there would be no chains, no auctions, no slavery. Only fire, precision, and terror delivered in full measure. A sudden tremor shook the base. The aliens had triggered defense protocols. Walls shifted, floors retracted, and automated turrets raked the halls with blistering fire. Black armor shimmered, shields flaring with kinetic absorption. Kale's soldiers navigated the labyrinth with inhuman precision, evading death as they closed in on the alien command tower. "They thought they could scare us," Kale murmured. "They underestimated human resolve." The command tower loomed, pulsating with alien energy. Kyle signaled synchronized breaches, thermal charges, EMP grenades, plasma cannons. The air ignited, walls buckled, and the alien leadership was thrown into chaos. Soldiers moved with cold efficiency, every alien downed before they could even think. Kale's mind replayed stolen children and enslaved civilians, fueling a fury that burned hotter than any weapon. No mercy would be granted. None. Inside the tower, alien commanders convened, their multi-eyed heads swiveling frantically. Kale's team descended like shadows, pulse rifles cutting swaths through corridors, energy blades carving precise arcs. Every movement was choreographed chaos. Explosions shook floors above and below. The aliens realized, too late, that the hunters were not merely human. They were vengeance incarnate, methodical, and unrelenting. Kale approached the central command chamber. Alien shields flickered against concentrated fire. He pressed forward, armor-absorbing stray plasma blasts. His comms were calm but lethal. 0 survivors. Complete eradication. The humans moved like one entity, systematic and unforgiving. The alien terror, once so dominating, had become palpable desperation. And as the last barrier fell, Kale knew humanity's justice had arrived. Sharp, brutal, and uncompromising. The final corridors twisted toward the reactor core. Alien guards clung to life, claws digging into metal walls, eyes wide with fear. Kale's soldiers advanced without hesitation, each shot, each strike, a reminder of ancient wrongs. The base's alarms wailed futilely against the human onslaught. Kyle felt the weight of history, slavery, betrayal, death, and let it guide his strategy. Precision, terror, total domination. At the core, the last of the alien commanders attempted a desperate counterattack, but black adaptive armor and coordinated firepower were unstoppable. The chamber ignited, energy circuits collapsing into molten ruin. Kale surveyed the devastation, voice steady through comms. Not one prisoner, not one survivor. Let this be remembered across the stars. Humanity does not forgive. Humanity does not forget. Outside, the fleet waited, engines roaring in anticipation of the next strike. Kale's squad moved through the debris-strewn corridors, black armor shimmering against the molten wreckage. Alien biosigns flickered faintly on the scanners, stragglers hiding in ventilation shafts and collapsed halls. Kale's voice cut through comms. "Flush them out. No mercy. Every last one." Each step forward was a reminder of humanity's suffering, each alien encounter a reckoning for the sins of the past. A vent panel exploded as a hidden alien struck back, claws tearing at the floor. Soldiers reacted instantly, pulse rifles igniting plasma blood, blades cutting with surgical precision. Kale watched the holographic map, noting the remaining nests of resistance. He clenched his fists. These aliens had once hunted humans for profit, and now the hunters were the hunted, methodical, unstoppable, and utterly merciless. Deeper into the stronghold, the temperature soared. The aliens' energy systems surged, reacting to the human presence. Kyle signaled the deployment of thermite drones, small, crawling incendiaries that infiltrated tight corridors and exploded in fiery precision. Alien screams echoed, a symphony of terror as walls twisted and circuits fried under the relentless assault. Humanity's vengeance was no longer a rumor. It was reality. A group of alien engineers attempted to override security protocols. Kale's soldiers swarmed, armor glowing with kinetic shields. One soldier pressed a blade against a panicked alien's neck. "No chains, no mercy," she muttered. Another section of the base collapsed under the calculated strike of orbital bombardment. Kyle's heart remained cold, but his mind burned with purpose. Today, the debt of humanity would be paid in full. The central data core glimmered with alien intelligence. Kale approached with caution. The core could trigger countermeasures that might consume the entire complex. Soldiers in black armor flanked him, weapons primed. One misstep would mean annihilation. Kale's comms crackled. "Sweep every entry. Protect the data or destroy it. Nothing leaves this base alive." The air hummed with anticipation, and alien terror spread like wildfire among the remaining defenders. Suddenly, the core pulsed with a blinding light. Automated turrets activated, firing in spiraling patterns. Kale's team moved like living shadows, armor absorbing every shot. Explosions tore chunks from the ceiling, sparks raining down. Aliens tried to flee, but no corridor offered escape. Kale's mind replayed the faces of enslaved humans. Not one would survive to terrorize again. Every explosion, every strike, was vengeance incarnate. Through the chaos, Kale noticed strange alien glyphs glowing on the walls. Sensors flagged hidden energy conduits, possibly a secret escape or reinforcement path. He paused, then signaled, "Block every route. No alien survives this night." Soldiers deployed magnetic clamps and plasma charges, sealing corridors with molten metal. Alien fear intensified. The stronghold had become a tomb. and humanity's efficiency was absolute. A group of aliens attempted a final ambush from a collapsed maintenance shaft. Kale's squad struck first, blades and rifles in perfect synchronization. Alien armor shattered like glass under concentrated fire. One alien screamed in their language, its voice filled with raw terror. Kale's chest tightened. Every scream was a measure of justice, every fallen enemy a reminder that the tables had turned forever. Humanity would not forgive. Humanity would not forget. Kale reached the final junction of the stronghold, the heart of alien operations. Alarms blared, energy fields pulsed, but nothing could halt the human advance. Soldiers moved with precision, shadows among flames. Kale's mind drifted briefly to the civilians sold into slavery. Faces etched with fear, hope snuffed out. Today, humanity reclaimed its vengeance. Today, no alien would walk free. The final barrier shattered under orbital strikes. Alien commanders attempted a last, desperate defense, but black armor and coordinated firepower made them irrelevant. Plasma, fire, and molten metal consumed every last survivor. Kale surveyed the devastation. Comms crackled with his voice, calm and resolute. Let every corner of the galaxy remember this. Humanity does not forgive. Humanity does not forget. Outside, the fleet waited, engines roaring, ready for the next conquest. The alien stronghold lay in ruin, smoke curling from shattered walls. Kale's soldiers patrolled the skeletal corridors, sensors scanning for any trace of survivors. The silence was almost eerie, broken only by distant, crackling fires. Kale's mind lingered on the civilians once sold into slavery. Their faces haunted him. "We leave nothing behind," he ordered, voice echoing through comms. Humanity's retribution had been absolute, and he would see it through. Rubble shifted, and a faint heat signature appeared. Kale's team converged, weapons ready. An alien drone, mangled but still operational, scuttled across the floor. One soldier fired a controlled burst. Sparks erupted as circuits fried. Kale's lips pressed into a thin line. Every last trace of alien life, every mechanism that could harm humans, would be destroyed. There would be no survivors. Not one. Sensors detected strange energy readings in the base's sublevels. Kale's curiosity warred with caution. Could this be a hidden archive, alien intelligence yet untouched? He signaled a reconnaissance team. Black armor blended with shadows as they moved into unknown tunnels, pulse rifles humming, scanning for traps. The deeper they went, the more alien glyphs glowed ominously on walls. Something ancient lingered here, something dangerous. A low hum resonated from the walls. Energy fields shimmered unexpectedly. Kale's comms crackled. Prepare for resistance. Could be automated or something alive. A metallic screech echoed as hidden drones deployed from vents, firing in controlled precision. Soldiers adapted instantly, energy shields flaring. Kale's jaw tightened. Humanity had faced slavery once. Whatever these remnants were, they would not escape either. The reconnaissance team entered a cavernous chamber, walls lined with holographic projections of distant star systems. Alien schematics revealed plans for human trafficking, weapons deployment, and expansion into uncharted galaxies. Kyle felt a surge of cold fury. Every chart, every projection was proof of centuries of cruelty. "Destroy everything," he commanded. The soldiers moved like shadows, planting charges, severing networks, erasing knowledge the aliens had hoarded. As the charges detonated, data cores ignited in molten fire. Holograms flickered, then collapsed into sparks. Alien screams, mechanical and organic, echoed through the chamber. Kale's comms were calm. "This is what becomes of those who enslave our species. Nothing survives to continue the atrocity." The alien terror had been real once, but now the human vengeance was absolute. Kale's fleet loomed above the stronghold as automated defenses sputtered and fell. Reports of alien vessels approaching from the outer sectors triggered immediate alerts. "They're sending reinforcements," Kale muttered. Sensors marked every ship, every trajectory. Orbital cannons hummed to life. Humanity's retaliation would extend beyond this base. This was a declaration to the galaxy. Any alien who harmed humans would pay in full. Black armor squads prepped for extraction, boarding pods loaded with tactical AI systems. Kyle surveyed the horizon, eyes sharp. Alien fleets might arrive, but the humans were ready. Precision strikes, coordinated assaults, overwhelming force. Every tool of war had been perfected. Kale's mind was resolute. No alien, no slave trader, no predator of humans would survive. The galaxy would remember the wrath of the reclaimed. As the last fires burned, Kale's soldiers secured the perimeter. Scanners detected nothing alive. No civilians, no aliens capable of retaliation. Silence settled, punctuated only by distant groans of collapsing infrastructure. Kale reflected on the path that had brought them here. Betrayal, slavery, and decades of suffering. The humans had returned, and with them, justice was indiscriminate and complete. Kale's comms transmitted a final message to the fleet. "The stronghold is neutralized. No prisoners. Let this mark the beginning of a new era, one where humanity does not bow, does not forgive, and does not forget." Lifting soldiers and reinforcements into orbit. The galaxy trembled at humanity's vengeance, and Kale already plotted the next strike, knowing the war had only begun. Kale's fleet moved beyond the ruined stronghold, scanning for residual alien signals. Sensor arrays picked up unusual transmissions, encrypted, rapid, alien intelligence networks still active. Kale's jaw tightened. The base had been only the first act. Somewhere, hidden and silent, the architects of human enslavement were plotting. "Prepare countermeasures," he ordered. Humanity would not be caught off guard again. Recon squads deployed, adaptive armor glinting in orbital light. Small drones mapped nearby sectors, tracing signals to concealed asteroid fields. Kale's mind raced. Alien fleets, automated defenses, and intelligence networks could strike anywhere. He briefed the fleet. "We hunt them systematically. Every outpost, every relay, every master of slavery will be destroyed. No mercy, no mistakes." The galaxy itself seemed to hold its breath. The alien fleet appeared suddenly, warships slipping out of asteroid shadows like predators. Kale's vessels formed a defensive perimeter, engines humming with controlled fury. "They thought they could regroup," he muttered. Orbital cannons and missile arrays locked onto targets with preternatural precision. Every ship in his command moved as one entity, a single instrument of vengeance. Alien terror would be mirrored. Boarding pods launched against the nearest capital ship. Soldiers in black armor cut through docking hatches, neutralizing automated turrets. Inside, alien engineers and marines were trapped in the choreography of death. Pulse rifles, energy blades, and adaptive shields creating a symphony of annihilation. Kale observed from the flagship, calm, calculating. Each fallen enemy was proof that humanity's wrath had no limits. A massive explosion ripped through the alien command vessel as thermite charges ignited the reactor. Kale's sensors tracked escape pods launching. A few succeeded. The fleet pressed forward, overwhelming escort ships with kinetic strikes and plasma salvos. He spoke into comms. "All survivors are hostile. Neutralize immediately." His soldiers advanced with ruthless efficiency, eliminating threats before they could regroup. Humanity's vengeance had evolved on a galactic scale. Inside the wrecked vessel, corridors were labyrinths of fire and sparks. Alien commanders attempted desperate counterattacks, but the humans were unrelenting. Kale's mind flashed with the memory of civilians once sold into slavery. It sharpened his focus. Every strike, every blast was a testament to humanity's resolve. No chains, no auctions, no escape, only death and absolute retribution. Kale's fleet approached a network hub orbiting a distant planet, its communications relays still active. Holographic readouts revealed alien trade routes, trafficking logs, and hidden slave worlds. Kale's fingers hovered over the command panel. "We erase it all," he ordered. Orbital bombardments targeted infrastructure while boarding teams deployed to secure data cores. Alien terror spread through the system like wildfire as humans dismantled their empire with surgical brutality. Soldiers in black armor moved silently through corridors, scanning for traps. Alien AI defenses activated, launching automated drones and plasma turrets. Kale's teams neutralized them with precision, each corridor cleared systematically. Holographic data burned behind them as thermite and electromagnetic pulses obliterated the network. Humanity's vengeance was total, a signal to the galaxy. No predator of humans would survive. Kale reviewed the aftermath of the flagship bridge. Signals of surviving alien warships were dwindling. The galaxy had witnessed the fury of reclaimed humans. Every enslaver, every captain who had profited from suffering, had fallen or fled. Kale's voice resonated through the fleet. "This is a warning. Humanity does not forgive. Humanity does not forget. Every system aiding them will burn if they oppose us." Below decks, soldiers cleaned weapons, their armor scorched but intact. The galaxy seemed quieter, yet Kale's eyes remained sharp. Hidden enemies could strike anywhere. He ordered scouts into uncharted sectors, searching for remnants of the alien networks. A silent promise echoed in his mind. The war was not over. Humanity's vengeance had begun, and it would spread like a wildfire across the stars. Kale's fleet warped into a contested sector. Alien reinforcements, previously hidden, emerged from cloaked trajectories. Sensor readings spiked. Dozens of warships, all heavily armed. Kale's gaze hardened. "They thought they could regroup and strike back," he muttered. Tactical displays lit up as the fleet formed a defensive perimeter. Humanity's vengeance would not be interrupted. Black-clad boarding pods launched toward enemy vessels. Soldiers moved like shadows, cutting through docking hatches and automated defenses. Alien crews panicked, trying to reroute power and weapons. Kale's comms crackled. "Neutralize everything. Leave no one alive to rebuild their empire." Explosions rocked the ships as energy cores were overloaded. Alien terror was immediate and palpable. The hunters had become the hunted. Deep in the nebula, Kale's fleet coordinated orbital strikes on hidden supply stations. Sensors revealed alien weapon caches and reinforcement nodes. Thermite missiles and EMP barrages reduced structures to molten scrap. Kale observed, calculating, his mind racing with strategies to dismantle the alien networks entirely. Every strike was a statement. Humanity does not forgive. Humanity does not forget. Boarding teams infiltrated ruined stations, navigating corridors littered with alien corpses and shattered tech. Adaptive armor protected against automated defenses, while pulse rifles and energy blades ensured no enemy survived. Kale's soldiers moved with brutal efficiency, leaving alien terror in their wake. Each destroyed relay and stolen log was proof of humanity's retribution spreading through the stars. An uncharted system blinked on Kyle's sensors, an alien forward command hub, shielded by asteroid fields and cloaked arrays. Kyle's hand hovered over the launch controls. "Prepare for orbital assault," he commanded. Missile swarms and plasma torpedoes streaked through space, battering the alien shield. The first wave of boarding pods followed, adaptive armor gleaming as soldiers descended into the chaos below. Inside, alien operators scrambled to react. Automated turrets fired in spirals, energy beams cutting through walls. Soldiers advanced without hesitation, cutting off retreat paths, neutralizing every threat. Kale's mind replayed centuries of alien enslavement, slavery, auctions, blood debts, and he let it guide every tactical decision. Alien screams echoed, a grim symphony of terror. Humanity's vengeance was unstoppable. Kale's fleet detected incoming alien reinforcements from distant sectors. Scouts reported cloaked warships, massive carriers, and drone swarms converging rapidly. "They will pay for every chain, every scream," Kale muttered. Tactical displays shifted into offensive mode. Coordinated fire patterns, orbital bombardments, and synchronized boarding assaults prepared humanity for a confrontation that would leave no alien survivor unscathed. Inside the alien hub, soldiers moved with preternatural precision, neutralizing drones and destroying energy relays. Plasma and fire lit the corridors, painting walls with alien terror. Kale's comms were calm but ruthless. Systematic eradication. Every commander, every technician, every soldier, neutralize. The aliens realized too late that humanity's vengeance had evolved from personal retaliation to galactic-scale annihilation. Kale's fleet surrounded the hub, orbital strikes flattening outer defenses. Inside, soldiers in black armor infiltrated command centers, cutting off communication nodes and detonating internal power cores. Aliens panicked, desperately attempting countermeasures. Every corridor, every hatch, every chamber became a tomb. Humanity's retribution was surgical, efficient, and merciless. Kale watched as the hub's core erupted, molten energy consuming every last trace of alien infrastructure. Comms crackled. "No survivors. Let this echo across every system. Humanity will not be enslaved again." Outside, the fleet reformed, engines roaring. Kale's eyes scanned the stars. This victory was only the beginning. The war would spread, relentless and unyielding, until every trace of alien oppression was obliterated. Kale's fleet approached a hidden alien colony, shrouded by a dense gas giant's atmosphere. Sensor readings indicated massive life signs, military installations and civilians alike. Kale's gaze hardened. They've hidden behind innocence before. Not today. Tactical grids illuminated escape routes and energy shield patterns. Humanity's wrath would strike precisely, leaving no alien predator alive. Boarding pods descended through the turbulent atmosphere, adaptive armor shielding soldiers from plasma storms. Alien defenses activated, energy barriers pulsed, automated drones swarmed. Soldiers moved like wraiths, silent, lethal. Pulse rifles ignited the air, blades cutting through alien armor. Kale's comms crackled. "No prisoners. Eradicate all hostile forces." Terror spread through the colony. The hunters had become the hunted. Inside the colony, alien commanders tried to coordinate resistance from fortified command centers. Kale's forces breached simultaneously from multiple points, thermal charges detonating walls and corridors. Every movement was calculated. Humans struck with efficiency born of decades of oppression and vengeance. The air was thick with smoke, heat, and the raw fear of those who had enslaved humanity. A young soldier, barely 16, whispered under her breath as she cut through a squad of alien guards. "For our families." Kale's eyes darkened, remembering the civilians lost to alien greed. Adaptive armor flared with kinetic absorption as the team pressed onward, ensuring no alien survived to rebuild, no chains would ever be reforged. Humanity's vengeance was absolute. Kale's sensors detected residual alien signals transmitting from underground bunkers. Hidden caches of intelligence could fuel future rebellions if left intact. "We neutralize everything," Kale commanded. Black armor squads moved into the labyrinthine tunnels, energy blades cutting through reinforced doors, pulse rifles silencing automated defenses. Alien terror was omnipresent. Each step further into the bunkers amplified their despair. Explosions erupted as thermite charges melted structural supports. Alien engineers scrambled, powerless against humanity's precision. Kale's mind recalled centuries of stolen lives, shackles, and auctions. Every strike, every blast was more than vengeance. It was justice. By the time the smoke cleared, the bunkers were rubble and the aliens were utterly broken. Humanity would not forgive. Humanity would not forget. A distress signal blared from an alien flagship approaching the sector. Kale's fleet intercepted, engines roaring in synchronization. Tactical grids plotted precise trajectories, anticipating evasive maneuvers. "They cannot escape," Kale said. Missile volleys and plasma cannons engaged. Alien warships fired back, but coordinated human strategy neutralized each assault before it could land. Humanity's retribution was not only fierce, it was flawless. Boarding pods deployed, soldiers descending into alien corridors with surgical precision. Automated defenses faltered under black-clad human forces. Every alien captain, engineer, and soldier was systematically neutralized. Kale watched as the flagship's core erupted, molten metal consuming the bridge. Comms crackled with his voice. "Not one survives to threaten humans again. Let every corner of the galaxy remember this night." The fleet reconvened in orbit. Alien remnants scattered into deep space, but Kale's sensors traced every signature. Humanity's vengeance was relentless, unyielding. Tactical arrays projected coordinates for hidden colonies, trafficking hubs, and warship docks. Kale's voice cut through the comms. "We hunt them to the last system. Every trace of slavery, every predator of humans will be annihilated." Below, soldiers repaired armor and weapons, their black suits scorched but functional. Kyle surveyed the stars, mind calculating every potential alien stronghold, every escape vector. Humanity had returned, and the galaxy was learning a terrifying truth. The species they once enslaved had come back, not as victims, but as judges, executioners, and unstoppable hunters, carrying vengeance onward. Kale's fleet entered a sector littered with wreckage, remnants of alien ships fleeing previous attacks. Sensors picked up faint energy signatures hiding in asteroid clusters. Kale's eyes narrowed. They think they can hide. They are wrong. Boarding pods were prepped, adaptive armor systems primed, as humans prepared to root out every last vestige of resistance. Soldiers moved like shadows among jagged rocks, plasma rifles igniting debris, energy blades carving paths through alien scouts. Each kill was precise, deliberate. The aliens' terror was palpable, their once imperious empire reduced to scattered, desperate fragments. Kale's comms crackled with a single directive. "No prisoners. Leave nothing behind. Humanity does not forgive. Humanity does not forget." A massive energy spike lit up the sensors, an alien command beacon activating in a nearby system. Kale's tactical display showed multiple warships converging. "They're calling for reinforcements," he muttered. The fleet executed a preemptive strike, orbital cannons reducing the signal arrays to molten ruin. Humanity's retribution spread faster than any alien could anticipate. Boarding teams dropped onto derelict vessels. Inside, automated defense drones activated, plasma fire cutting across corridors. Soldiers moved in perfect synchronization, neutralizing threats before they could react. Kale's mind flashed with memories of enslaved civilians. Each strike reinforced his resolve. Alien screams filled the halls. Human vengeance had become absolute, total, and inescapable. Sensors detected a hidden alien research outpost on an icy moon. The facility's walls shimmered with cloaking energy. Kale activated thermite drones, adaptive armor systems, and electromagnetic disruptors. Boarding pods descended, slicing through the atmosphere with deadly precision. The humans were coming, and no alien technology could stop them. Inside, alien scientists scrambled, attempting to save experimental war machines. Kale's soldiers moved like a single organism, pulse rifles firing, energy blades igniting plasma shields. Explosions tore through the lab, circuits frying as molten metal consumed walls. Alien terror was complete. The outpost became a furnace of retribution. Kale's voice echoed in comms. "No experiment, no predator, survives this night." A distress signal flashed from an alien colony near a gas giant. Kale's fleet warped in, engines roaring. The colony was defended by orbital cannons and cloaked warships. "They will learn the cost of slavery," Kale said. Tactical arrays calculated every trajectory, every impact point, every possible alien escape route. Humanity's vengeance would leave nothing intact. Boarding pods struck simultaneously, soldiers cutting through corridors, neutralizing defenses with surgical efficiency. Alien leaders attempted to coordinate, but adaptive armor, pulse rifles, and energy blades left them incapable of resisting. Explosions and fire lit the hallways as screams echoed. By the time the last charge detonated, the colony had been erased. Humanity's message was unmistakable. Predators of humans do not survive. Kale's fleet moved to intercept fleeing alien vessels. Tactical grids displayed every potential jump point, every escape vector. "They cannot hide," Kale muttered. Orbital strikes and coordinated boarding actions would reach them before the next cycle. Humanity's vengeance had become unstoppable, a wave consuming every corner of alien space. Soldiers in black adaptive armor deployed across derelict warships, clearing corridors with pulse rifles and blades. Alien terror was total. Every command post, every engineer, every soldier neutralized. Kale's voice transmitted fleet-wide, "No survivors, no mercy. Let this echo through the galaxy. Humanity does not forgive. Humanity does not forget." The fleet is prepared for the next strike. Kale's fleet approached an alien stronghold hidden in the asteroid belt. Sensors detected heavy shields and automated defense turrets. Kale's jaw tightened. They think isolation will save them. It won't. Tactical displays mapped every turret, every corridor, every potential escape route. Humanity's vengeance would be precise, overwhelming, and absolute. Black-clad soldiers deployed from boarding pods, moving like shadows across fractured rock. Pulse rifles ignited, energy blades slashed through alien armor, and drones cleared automated defenses. Alien screams echoed across the belt as corridors erupted in fire. Kale's comms crackled. "No prisoners. Every predator of humans falls tonight." The stronghold's defenses crumbled before human efficiency and fury. A cloaked alien fleet emerged from hyperspace, attempting to flank Kale's forces. As human vessels pivoted in synchronized maneuvers, missile salvos and plasma arrays cut through stealth fields. Kale's tactical mind calculated every trajectory, anticipating evasive moves. Alien terror became evident as they realized they were outmatched. Boarding pods struck from multiple vectors, soldiers neutralizing turrets, cutting hatches and seizing control of corridors. Adaptive armor glimmered in energy discharges as pulse rifles and blades tore through the enemy. Kale's comms remained calm, cold. Systematic eradication. Not one survives to rebuild their empire. Alien screams were drowned beneath the roar of human vengeance. Sensors detected hidden alien bunkers beneath an ice planet. Boarding teams deployed, slicing through thick crust and entering subterranean labyrinths. Alien AI defenses activated, energy beams spiraling in unpredictable arcs. Soldiers moved with surgical precision, neutralizing threats before they could react. The humans were ghosts of vengeance, unstoppable and unforgiving. Inside, alien researchers and commanders scrambled, attempting to preserve technology and knowledge. Kale's team cut through corridors with ruthless efficiency, pulse rifles igniting plasma shields, blades severing escape routes. Thermite charges and EMP pulses disabled systems as alien terror spread like wildfire. Humanity's wrath left no room for mercy or escape. Kale's fleet intercepted alien convoys attempting to flee into uncharted sectors. Missiles and plasma fire saturate space lanes. Tactical grids predicted every evasive maneuver, every hyperspace jump. Kale's voice echoed across the fleet. They will not escape. Every chain, every auction, every predator will pay. Alien terror became tangible as they realized escape was impossible. Boarding pods launched, soldiers descending into corridors with synchronized lethality. Energy shields flared, pulse rifles fired, and energy blades carved through alien armor. Explosions lit corridors as automated defenses fell. Kale's voice through comms remained unwavering. No survivors, no mercy. Humanity does not forgive. Humanity does not forget. The aliens were trapped, their empire collapsing under human retribution. Kale's fleet prepared for a final strike against the remnants of alien warships hidden in a nebula. Cloaked vessels attempted evasive maneuvers, but human sensors detected every signature. Tactical displays mapped every trajectory, every potential escape vector. Humanity's vengeance would leave no predator alive. Black-armored soldiers deployed, pulse rifles igniting plasma shields, energy blades cutting through alien defenses. Explosions rocked ships as automated systems failed. Kale's comms transmitted a single, chilling directive. Every alien responsible for slavery is neutralized. Let the galaxy remember, humanity does not forgive. Humanity does not forget. The fleet advanced, unstoppable and relentless. Kale's fleet warped into a sector where alien remnants had regrouped. Sensor arrays detected cloaked warships weaving through asteroid fields. "They think hiding will save them," Kale muttered. Tactical grids calculated intercept vectors, orbital strike zones, and boarding sequences. Humanity's vengeance would strike with precision and annihilation. Boarding pods launched through fractured nebula clouds. Soldiers moved like shadows, pulse rifles igniting alien armor, energy blades severing limbs and circuits. Automated turrets erupted in sparks and molten metal. Alien terror spread instantly. Humanity's wrath was both surgical and total. Kale's voice echoed through comms. "No survivors. Every predator of humans falls tonight." A massive alien dreadnought emerged, shielding a convoy of fleeing vessels. Kale's fleet formed a phalanx, coordinated plasma barrages, and ignited shields. Tactical AI plotted every evasive maneuver the enemy might attempt. Alien terror was evident. Their empire was collapsing under the weight of human retribution. Boarding teams descended from orbital pods, neutralizing drones, cutting hatches, and systematically clearing corridors. Soldiers in black armor moved like wraiths, their kinetic shields flaring against plasma fire. Explosions tore through the vessel, molten metal consuming corridors. Kale's comms crackled. Every command post, every soldier, every engineer, neutralized. Humanity does not forgive. Humanity does not forget. Sensors detected a hidden alien network hub deep in a gas giant's upper atmosphere. The fleet deployed thermite drones and adaptive boarding pods. Energy shields flickered against orbital bombardments, but Kale's tactical brilliance anticipated every countermeasure. Alien terror spread as humans penetrated defenses with surgical precision. Soldiers moved through corridors, pulse rifles and energy blades igniting every obstacle. Automated drones fell before coordinated strikes. Alien operators attempted desperate countermeasures, but humanity's technological supremacy was unmatched. Kale's mind replayed memories of enslaved humans. Vengeance guided every calculated movement. By the time charges detonated, the hub was molten ruin. Kale's fleet intercepted alien survivors attempting hyperspace jumps. Tactical displays lit up with escape trajectories. "They cannot hide," Kale muttered. Missile volleys and plasma arrays saturated every lane. Alien terror intensified as they realized evasion was futile. Humanity's vengeance had reached galactic scale. Boarding pods deployed, black-armored soldiers infiltrating corridors with lethal precision. Pulse rifles cut through alien armor, energy blades severed escape routes, and explosions lit the halls. Kale's comms transmitted a single directive. "Every predator of humans is neutralized. Not one escapes. Humanity does not forgive. Humanity does not forget." Alien screams echoed across space, drowned by engines roaring towards the next target. Kale's fleet approached the final alien command hub, hidden in a nebula cluster. Sensor readings indicated heavy defenses and automated turrets. Tactical grids calculated the perfect assault sequence. Humanity's wrath would strike with precision and inevitability. Boarding teams deployed simultaneously, adaptive armor glimmering, pulse rifles firing, energy blades igniting corridors. Alien leadership attempted last-minute counterattacks, but explosions and molten metal consumed every room. Kale's voice echoed fleet-wide. This is the end for those who enslaved humanity. Not one survives. Let every system remember, humanity does not forgive. Humanity does not forget. Heralding the final strike of vengeance, Kale's fleet approached a sprawling alien stronghold orbiting a shattered planet. Sensors detected intense energy readings, reinforcements, and secret weapon caches. Kale's eyes narrowed. They think desperation can save them. They're wrong. Tactical grids illuminated corridors, shielded nodes, and vulnerable points. Humanity's vengeance would strike with unerring precision. Boarding pods cut through orbital defenses. Soldiers in black adaptive armor moved like shadows, pulse rifles igniting plasma shields, energy blades carving through alien ranks. Automated turrets erupted in sparks, alien screams filling corridors. Kale's comms were calm, cold. Not one survives. Every predator of humans falls tonight. The stronghold trembled under the combined fury of human strategy and technology. Deep inside the stronghold, alien commanders attempted to coordinate a final counterattack. Tactical AI synchronized every strike, every shield, and every boarding pod. Kale's soldiers moved in deadly synchrony, adaptive armor flaring, precision strikes neutralizing threats before they could react. Alien terror spread through every chamber. Thermite charges detonated, corridors collapsed, and molten metal consumed the core infrastructure. Alien scientists scrambled in panic, unable to salvage data or weapons. Kale's mind replayed centuries of human suffering. Every strike, every explosion, was vengeance made tangible. "Humanity does not forgive," he muttered. "Humanity does not forget." Kale's fleet engaged alien vessels attempting to escape through a dense asteroid field. Tactical grids tracked every trajectory, predicting evasive maneuvers. Missiles and plasma cannons fired in perfect synchronization, cutting off all escape routes. Alien terror intensified. The hunters had become the hunted. Boarding teams infiltrated the vessels, moving with surgical precision. Pulse rifles and energy blades tore through corridors, neutralizing automated defenses and alien crews alike. Explosions consumed command centers, leaving no survivors to rebuild. Kale's comms crackled with a single message. Not one escapes. Humanity's vengeance is total and absolute. Sensors detected a hidden alien research hub on an icy moon. Boarding pods descended, thermite drones and electromagnetic disruptors deployed. Alien defenses activated, but human soldiers advanced like wraiths. Tactical grids predicted every trap, every energy pulse, every countermeasure. Alien terror escalated as humans closed in. Inside, alien researchers scrambled to preserve experimental technology. Soldiers moved in perfect coordination, pulse rifles igniting plasma, energy blades severing escape routes. Explosions erupted as thermite charges consumed every data core. Kale's mind focused on the enslaved civilians once stolen, guiding every movement. Humanity's vengeance was total, surgical, and terrifying. Kale's fleet approached the final alien fleet cluster, their last attempt at resistance. Tactical arrays calculated every trajectory, every impact, and every possible escape vector. "They will not flee," Kale muttered. Orbital cannons and plasma salvos lit up space, striking every vessel with precision. Alien terror reached a peak. Their empire was collapsing. Boarding pods deployed, soldiers moving with preternatural efficiency. Pulse rifles and energy blades neutralized alien crews in seconds. Explosions consumed warships from within. Kale's comms transmitted fleet-wide. Every predator of humans is neutralized. Let every system hear this. Humanity does not forgive. Humanity does not forget. Signaling the near-complete eradication of alien forces. Kale's fleet approached the last known alien command nexus, hidden deep within a nebula cluster. Sensors flickered with dense energy readings and cloaked vessels. Kale's jaw tightened. This is their last stand. Humanity finishes this tonight. Tactical grids mapped every corridor, every shielded chamber, every potential escape route. The galaxy held its breath. Boarding pods pierced the nebula, adaptive armor shimmering against energy distortions. Pulse rifles fired, energy blades carved through alien defenses. Automated turrets erupted in molten sparks. Alien terror was total. Kale's comms crackled. No survivors. Every predator of humans ends here. Every strike, every explosion was the culmination of centuries of human suffering and vengeance. Deep inside the Nexus, alien commanders scrambled, activating energy shields and countermeasures. Overhead, as orbital strikes weakened their defenses, Kale's soldiers moved like wraiths, pulse rifles igniting plasma, energy blades slicing corridors into molten chaos. Alien terror spread, palpable and immediate. Thermite charges detonated, collapsing walls and severing escape routes. Holographic displays flickered, corrupted by EMP pulses. Kale's mind focused on every life stolen by the aliens, every chain broken too late. Humanity's vengeance was not abstract. It was precise, surgical, and absolute. Humanity does not forgive. Humanity does not forget, he murmured. The last alien warships attempted hyperspace jumps. Tactical grids tracked every trajectory. Missile volleys and plasma arrays cut off every escape lane. Alien terror reached its apex. They realized this was their final defeat. Kale's fleet pressed forward without hesitation. Boarding pods struck simultaneously, soldiers moving in perfect synchronization. Pulse rifles fired, energy blades cut through alien armor, and automated turrets were neutralized. Explosions consumed command bridges. Kale's comms transmitted a single, cold directive. Not one survives. Every predator of humans is erased. Humanity does not forgive. Humanity does not forget. Kale's fleet converged on the central Nexus core. Sensors detected massive energy surges. An alien doomsday device primed. Kale's jaw tightened. They will not escape justice, and they will not harm humans again. Tactical grids mapped every route, every corridor, every potential detonation point. Humanity's vengeance would strike with finality. Soldiers in black adaptive armor descended into the core. Pulse rifles and energy blades neutralized alien operators instantly. Thermite and EMP charges detonated simultaneously, collapsing the facility into molten ruin. Alien terror was complete. Kale's voice echoed through comms. Let the galaxy remember, humanity does not forgive. Humanity does not forget. The final destruction spread across the Nexus. Kale's fleet emerged from the nebula. The alien empire was no more. Scattered survivors fled into uncharted sectors, but sensors tracked every movement. Humanity's vengeance had reshaped the galaxy. Tactical grids displayed erased nodes, destroyed fleets, and annihilated bases. Kale's eyes scanned the stars, cold and resolute. The war was over. Humanity had returned. Below decks, soldiers removed scorched armor, their weapons still hot. Kale addressed the fleet. We return as victors, as executioners of justice. Every predator of humans has fallen. Let this be remembered. Humanity does not forgive. Humanity does not forget. Across the void, carrying humanity forward, reckoning delivered, vengeance complete, and a new era dawning in the wake of fire and shadow. The end. Thank you for watching AstroMyths. If you enjoyed this story, smash that like button and subscribe for more epic sci-fi tales, cosmic mysteries, and mind-bending myths. And if you like this story, or have a myth, mystery, or galaxy you'd like us to explore, drop your ideas in the comments. We're always listening. Until next time, keep your eyes on the stars and your mind open to the unknown.